Tegan and Sara, what is your worst habit?
My worst habit, oh my god, drinking only coffee and not eating. I've recently taken to biting my nails, which is really weird. It's like a new thing.
Weirdest item thrown on you while you're on stage?
I will never get used to the gigantic oversized bras. Though Sarah made a mention in one of our blogs the other day about condoms, because we've been doing these festivals here in Australia and everyone blows up condoms and bats them around, and I'd say that's pretty upsetting.
Female artist you most admire?
You know, immediately jumping to mind just because I was talking about her the other day, Chrissy Hind from The Pretenders was super inspiring for us growing up. Annie Lennox, though, Stevie Nicks, there's tons of them.
If you could be reborn into an era, which one would it be?
I was just saying the other day that I think I would have loved to have my lifetime during, starting in the 1920s, I think. I think I'd still pick our current age. I mean, I think, people dressed really well, and you got to drink and smoke and drive funny automobiles in the 20s, except that, obviously, this was before the women's movement.
Have you ever hooked up with a fan?
No. Well, I didn't ever hook up with a fan, but one time at a video shoot, I did meet someone, and we went on a few dates, and then we ended up dating. So, I mean, technically they were a fan. But, I mean, I met them under certain conditions that made me feel comfortable with them. I'm going to be completely honest. But I've never picked someone up at a show. That would never happen.
What do you love most about your job?
I just still think that it's one of the coolest jobs. There's so many different parts to our job. A lot of people just see the public persona and what we do on stage, but I love the business side. I love making records. I love the solitude of writing records. We make videos. We get to do photo shoots. We get to make art projects. So there's it's extremely diverse. And once I get bored or sort of burned out on one thing, generally that means we're cycling into a different part of a record campaign or whatever. So I just love that it's really different every day. There's no better way to answer that question. I'd only make one amendment. I'm so glad that there's a That might be the first time you've ever said that in 12 years.
What's your biggest phobia?
I'm more of a neurotic person. I'm more I don't like clutter. I don't like things to be disorganized. But I very rarely worry about spiders or I'm not claustrophobic or I don't have any I'm not afraid of germs or anything like that. Okay. Yeah, I don't like small spaces and I don't like spiders. All the things Sarah basically just said that aren't her phobias, those are my phobias. So. Yeah, I'm definitely, the small spaces thing is really strange. And I always say that maybe that's because I was in the womb with Sarah for 7 months and I didn't have a lot of room.